Neo-meditations.
Pleiadians are human-looking beings who live in another space-time dimension, approximately 150 light-years from planet Earth, in the Pleiades sector of the Milky Way galaxy. Just like humans colonized this planet millions of years ago, so was the same for the Pleiades. They are our brothers and sisters and so dearly wish to be united with us in a global first contact event. But there are powerful forces preventing this from happening. Planet Earth has been in quarantine by the dark forces for 25,000 years. But with your help, this is about to change. Now quietly activate your Neo meditation device. Device, activate and increase. Device, I trust you completely. Device, activate Stargate mode. Automatic mode. Now close your eyes. When you exit the portal, you step into a massive dome-shaped room flanked with crystal computer control panels, operated by beautiful-looking humans wearing tight jumpsuits. In the center of the room is a giant hologram of the Earth's solar system with millions of tiny orbs floating around in a huge mass, with each representing starships in orbit at this time. A beautiful woman noticed you just arrived and takes a momentary break from her busy activity and approaches you. Greetings, I am Ashera. I greet you here in the asteroid body of Caraclo, in orbit between Saturn and Uranus. You have been invited to come here for instructional guidance for your continual advancement into a more conscious, higher dimensional civilization. You are the ones you've been waiting for. And now, it is time for you all to rise and shine your light onto the truth of the power and control you have been subjected yourselves to for so very long now. You have been summoned here to assist us in the first wave of first contact that is about to begin. But first, let's telepathically access the web of Unity Collective Consciousness to learn the true story of the universe and your reason to be here at this time. Ashera taps you on the third eye of your head, and immediately you hear a strange female voice in your mind narrate a story. As images flashes by, allow these thoughts and images to fill your mind. For millions of years, an expansive empire existed in the star systems of Rigel and Betelgeuse in the Orion constellation. populated with beings who sought ego and the Lusitani consciousness. They soon realized taking hostages from lighted worlds was the best way to hold leverage against the light forces, as they cared about their loved ones and did not want them to be hurt. As time progressed, they developed other exotic technologies which would wreak havoc across the galaxy, capable of destroying entire planets and even erasing entire civilizations. At a certain point, they demanded Source Energy to stop feeding the lighted forces intel to the Ascended Masters in the Galactic Confederation about the clandestine activities of the Dark Forces, lest they would destroy large sectors of the galaxy. When all intel about certain activities of the Dark Forces ceased, a cosmic energy split emerged between dark and light throughout all dimensions, resulting in duality. In time, some races even began to believe that darkness and suffering were a necessary ingredient of the life experience. And in the higher dimensions, darkness manifested simply as absence of intel and lack of understanding how to resolve the cosmic situation. The Rigel system was then placed under quarantine where no light could enter. Because the Ascended Masters received no intel about the activities going on there, they were unable to send love and light to heal the situation. In secret, the Dark Forces developed their most deadly weapon, a Strangelet bomb. Strangelets are a conglomeration of heavy quarks, which, under certain conditions, strip all atoms of its electrons. The exposed nucleus would then be absorbed by the ever-growing Strangelet. If the chain reaction was not stopped, one Strangelet bomb could potentially annihilate the entire universe. Fortunately, the light forces always had the technology to drastically reduce the limit radius, but even still, it is more deadly than a thermonuclear bomb. About 25,000 years ago, during the height of Atlantis, these Darkened Ones declared planet Earth their property and all its beings as their slaves. They initiated quarantine, requiring all vehicles exiting or entering this planet to be granted a special permit issued by them. After being held in a closed-loop system of reincarnation, all the incarnations of the inhabitants of planet Earth soon became subject to amnesia, which could only be escaped through the ascension process, requiring the release of all attachments to the physical, etheric, astral, and mental realities where the Dark Archons operated. Take a moment now and view this early period of Earth's history. What did the world look like? Why did this happen to the people? Throughout millions of years, the Dark Forces produced a few physical and quite many more etheric strangelet bombs and other exotic weaponry stored on Rigel. After taking over planet Earth, some of this weaponry was transported there to threaten the light forces not to intervene with Earth's affairs lest they be detonated. This is why the Galactic Confederations have not intervened to help humanity with the countless wars, genocides, and holocausts that have plagued humanity for millennia. For a long time, the Galactic Confederation did not know exactly what weaponry was at the Dark's disposal on planet Earth. However, they knew that if they were to intervene, it would lead to disastrous consequences. During the 20th century, the Galactic Confederation has been removing obstacles to first contact until around 1995, when everything was ready for the big event of first contact. But top Archon echelons on planet Earth decided to call in all the remaining dark forces in the galaxy to defend Quarantine Earth. This was known as the Congo Archon Invasion. Around that time, beings from Orion infiltrated militaries of all major nations, with particular emphasis on the US military, who together enforced secret agreements to suppress all traces of benevolent extraterrestrial contact worldwide. They worked in conjunction with Archons currently occupying bodies of many individuals within the Cabal, including the NSA and their agents in groups such as Cortium, Illuminazi Texas Boys, Zionist Rothschilds, Jesuits, and Italian black nobility, to name a few. Together, they are known as the Chimera Group. But for security reasons, further intel about this group will need to be withheld at this time. Take a moment now and allow the information to download. Who are the top Archons?
Some things are best left unspoken. Don't waste time with that talk. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you, baby. I can hear you, baby. Yeah, I can hear you, baby. Yeah, I can hear you, baby.
What positions of power are they in? What are their names? In the past, certain positive groups attempted to use long-range shooters to remove these people, which proved unsuccessful because these Cabal members were returned back to the physical plane in a new cloned body, already prepared for them in a military base under surveillance of the Chimera Group. In 2004, all these clones were destroyed by the Resistance. After the Congo Archon invasion of 1995, the retaliation was swift and severe. For a time, the Dark Ones managed to gain control of most star systems within 1,000 light-year radius around planet Earth. The invasion even made its way to the Pleiades star cluster, where, in 1996, after spending thousands of years in peace, key members of Pleiadian society were kidnapped, microchipped, and brought back to planet Earth to be held hostage in deep military underground bases under the southwest US. In 1999, the Galactic Confederation liberated these worlds, and the captives were liberated in 2001. But the Pleiadian race required another decade to recover from this shock before beginning in the operation of liberating planet Earth. During the conflict, all physical Rigelian strange-lit bombs and other exotic weaponry were transferred to planet Earth around the years of 1996 and 1999. Most of this was removed by the Resistance by 2004. However, a great portion of etheric weaponry remains to this day. Since 1999, the Ascended Masters, the Galactic Confederation, and the Resistance movement have been removing layers and layers of etheric technologies. Around May 2014, enough of the dark etheric forces and their technologies were removed, dissolving duality and the foundation of power of top archons on this planet. Everything is almost ready for the big event. There is a vast fleet of Confederation starships surrounding planet Earth at this time, positioned in the low Earth orbit. Additionally, there are 120 million cloaked physical Confederation ships in the region of the Kármán Line and Armstrong Limit. But the number and locations of ships in the Earth's troposphere and surface shall remain highly classified for now. So let's take a moment and visualize these crafts. What do they look like? Take a peek behind the moon. What shapes are these crafts? You may see some Pleiadian, Syrian, Ashtar Command, and Andromedan ships at this time. What size are these crafts? Now take a look into the offices of NASA and the government. What are the top officials doing to keep the public in the dark about this reality? The Archons have been sustaining their control over planet Earth using a special technology known as the Veil. It is an electromagnetic frequency fence on the lower astral and etheric planes, extending 8.6 miles upward and downward from the Earth's surface. This prevents light from entering quarantine Earth and is operated by non-physical archons. It could be described as an etheric harp, as it distorts the time-space structure on a quantum level. It also creates difficulties for UFO propulsion systems of positive ET forces. In the past, this was one of the main hindrances, preventing positive ETs helping humanity. So let's take a moment and now bring our awareness to this etheric grid. Visualize a hologram of planet Earth before you. What does this energy field look like? What do the beings that operate it look like? In the early 1990s, a mass awakening on planet Earth was in full swing, making intervention of the positive ET races on this planet a real possibility, which, in 1996, forced the Archons to reactivate and renew the Veil. They did this with 200 nuclear explosions on the lower astral and etheric planes. These non-physical nuclear explosions created a rift in the fabric of space and time that opened wormholes to dark entities who invaded planet Earth in the astral and etheric planes. The Veil was activated again in December 2004 after another mass awakening from the Pleiadians working to liberate the planet. Then again, it was activated in June 2012, but this time resulted in no effect, as there are no more negative physical or non-physical beings left to invade our planet. Now bring your awareness to what is left of the Veil barrier around planet Earth. Do you see where the cracks are forming? Millions of starships are penetrating the heliopause, which is an energy boundary around our solar system, extending well beyond the orbit of Pluto. As they enter the solar system, they are rearranging the patterns of this energy field. Now visualize goddess energy from the galactic central sun hurling towards planet Earth. And beaming down from all the millions of Galactic Confederation spaceships around this planet. Now watch it surround you, and all beings on planet Earth shine in rings of beautiful rainbow colors. A DNA spiral of blue light energy connects you with these ships. How does it make you feel? Now let us locate the planetary network of plasma scalar mind control devices found mostly within military bases around planet Earth. Plasma is the fourth aggregate state of matter after solid, liquid, and gaseous forms, and it is a connecting link between physical and etheric matter. The Chimera group uses these plasma scalar devices to influence the body, such as altering breath, heartbeat, and or beaming negative thought forms to attack and lower the frequency of light workers. They can also be used in plasma infrasound devices for the ultimate spying and surveillance capabilities. Take a moment and look at the holographic map of planet Earth in front of you. Where do you see these devices? Now watch as the goddess energy from the galactic central sun is beamed down from all the millions of Galactic Confederation spaceships around this planet. As it floods the planet in this etheric light, instantly, the planetary network of mind control devices are taken offline, all at once. Watch as an invisible wave of frequency energy engulfs the entire world as people start to get their past life memories back. Take a moment now and watch the reaction of these Archon officials. What happens to the people on planet Earth? And what happens to you? When the first cracks appear in the last etheric layer, events will quickly follow in rapid succession in the following order, beginning with the broadcast disclosure throughout the mainstream media of extremely advanced medical technologies. Then, indisputable proof of the existence of Atlantis. Indisputable proof of other extraterrestrial civilizations leaked from secret NSA files. Fully functional free energy home units for sale through a public website. Arrest and removal of top members of the cabal announced on the mainstream media. Worldwide financial reset. And climaxing with first contact with your star brothers and sisters. We are very close to the final victory. At last, the etheric Archon grid has lost its power. Billions and billions of people are now awakened through the process of the return of light. The gateway for this truth is opening. It is part of a higher consciousness that makes the appropriate energies available, and it will not be able to be kept from the populace much longer. We align with you for this to happen. We will be there to assist you as you adapt to the changing needs and conditions. I am Ashera, and with great love for you all, I bid you farewell. Namaste. It is time now to go slowly back and gently enter your body again. Be confident in these new revelations spreading throughout the body, embodying and accepting the love, the joy, and the protection from within. and without you. Slowly draw the depth of the breath, so the in-breath equals the out-breath. Gently increase the in-breath so that you are filling your body with love and energy. Gently become aware of your body's limbs, your hands, and your legs. Feel your back and your position stretching across the chair. Sense the energy flowing throughout your body and become aware of where you are now. In your own time, open your eyes. Welcome back, traveler, to the everyday life. But this time, remember, you are loved and protected at all times. Device in session. Welcome back, traveler. What you just manifested was through the power of your own chi energy. Your Neo device will increase these effects and take you into even deeper journeys of your mind, so that you too can experience the joy of out-of-body sensations in an integrated mind, body, and spirit. So what are you waiting for? Get one now at www.neologicaltech.com.